Hey, I've been getting a lot of questions about the current fight in Israel, and a lot of Bible believing Christians are asking the question, is this part of prophecy? Well, let me see if I can do my best to try to answer that question, because basically anytime that stuff happens on the ground of what is modern day Israel, people start to ask the question, is this prophecy? And the answer to that question is absolutely yes, or perhaps no, based on what you mean by this question. Let's keep in mind that the first century disciples, the ones that were the original followers of Jesus, they believed that Jesus was coming back in their lifetime. In fact, Paul criticizes some of them because they actually stopped working and they were just waiting. Why go to work if Jesus is coming back next week or next month? And so they were waiting for him to come back. Well, the first century disciples believed that Jesus was coming back so quickly that it changed their lifestyle. And I'm saying we're 2,000 years closer to Jesus coming back than those first century disciples are. We should believe it far more than they did. Now, is the Hezbollah attack, is the Hamas invasion, really, there's no other way to say this, the terrorist invasion of Israel, is this one of the dominoes that will lead to the end times? Yes, absolutely. Is there a direct correlation between this and an event in Revelation that will lead to the end times? Probably not, depending on what you mean by that. You see, I really believe that all of human history, but especially as it relates to Israel and the one world government, the beast, his two, prophets, and all of the events that will take part in Revelation, all of the world details are speeding us in that direction. For example, no one would have thought that the Jewish Holocaust in World War II was a direct step towards end times. But it was that Jewish Holocaust that led to the world affirming the Jewish state in 1948 and led to the nation of Israel returning to the promised land, one of those events that had to happen. So is this a step closer? Yes. Is this a domino, and maybe even a big domino that needed to fall in order for us to move closer to the end of times? Yes. Should we be more ready today than the first century disciples were for Jesus' return? Yes. Can we say that what's happening on the nightly news tonight in Israel is directly related to a verse in the Bible, is directly related to something that happens in Daniel, in Revelation, in a couple of other, in Matthew 24, or a couple of other places like that in the Bible? So yes, I have no problems with Christians seeing what's happening on the nightly news right now and saying we should be ready. And part of being ready means telling my family or my friends that Jesus is coming back again, because I may not get another chance. They may not get another chance to hear it. So these are just my quick thoughts on the current situation in Israel, and we should all pray to God for the violence to stop. Pray to God for the innocent civilians that are caught in the middle of this sausage grinder, for God to spare them, and pray that God's justice comes out at the end when the last bullets are done flying and when the bombs are done dropping. That's my answer to your short question. Thanks.